Elvis Presley is widely regarded as one of the most successful and talented artists of all time, and he has the most #1 hit songs to his name. With 20 chart toppers, he is the king of #1 hits. The Beatles are another iconic band that have had many #1 songs. Having received 18 #1 hits, they are the second best-selling artist of all time. Mariah Carey is one of the most successful solo artists of all time. Not only has she had 15 #1 hits, she is also the artist with the most cumulative weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100. Madonna is another artist with a load of #1 hits. With 12 #1 songs, she is the most successful solo female of all time in the US. Michael Jackson is one of the most prolific artists of all time, and has 11 #1 hits to his name. He is also the only artist to have #1 hits in 5 consecutive decades. The Rolling Stones are another iconic band that have had several #1 songs over the decades. With 8 #1 hits, they have cemented their place in music history. Whitney Houston is yet another extremely successful artist who had 7 #1 hits. Her career was a huge influence on female R&B music. Stevie Wonder has had 6 #1 hits throughout his career. He is also one of the most successful music producers, winning 25 Grammy Awards. Jimmy Buffett had 5 #1 hits throughout his career. He is still performing to packed houses around the country, and is well known for his hit song Margaritaville. Lionel Richie is another successful artist who has had 5 #1 hits. He is a well-known songwriter/producer, having written hit songs for many different artists. Janet Jackson has had 4 #1 hits, and is the youngest of the Jackson family. She has established herself as one of the leading figures in dance music and fashion. The Beach Boys have had 4 #1 hits over the years. They are one of the most influential bands of all time, and are credited with defining the genre of surf music. Prince has had 4 #1 hits over his career. He is considered to be one of the most influential musicians of the modern era. Kate Bush is another artist who has had 4 #1 hits. She has been praised for her innovative use of technology and sonic landscapes in her music. Billy Joel is yet another successful artist who has had 4 #1 hits. His song Uptown Girl was recently voted as the most popular song of all time. George Michael has had 4 #1 hits throughout his career. His singles such as Careless Whisper and Faith are widely considered to be classics. Paul McCartney has had 3 #1 hits throughout his career. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential composers of all time. Elton John is yet another very successful artist who has had 3 #1 hits. His work is incredibly varied and he is internationally acclaimed. The Go-Go's have had 3 #1 hits over the years. They were the first all-female band to be nominated for and win a Grammy Award. David Bowie has had 3 #1 hits throughout his career. His merging of art, fashion, and music has been seen as groundbreaking. Taylor Swift has achieved success with 3 #1 hits throughout her career. She is one of the most successful contemporary female artists in the music industry. Barbra Streisand has had 3 #1 hits. She is widely regarded as one of the greatest female vocalists of all time. Neil Diamond has had 3 #1 hits. His most recent hit, Sweet Caroline, continues to be a classic. Usher has had 3 #1 hits. He is considered as one of the most successful male artists of the century. Fleetwood Mac has had 3 #1 hits over the course of their long career. They are one of the world's most acclaimed bands, and their hits continue to be popular today.